I was revisiting or reminiscing about the question of what made me lose my faith, walk away from Christianity. And from time to time, I will introspect and see if I can draw out other reasons, right? Expand on it. But when I look back, when I consider this, what made me lose my faith in Christianity? And now that I am considering it, considering all the Christian friends and people that I know, I do not know a single person that is actually transformed in their life. It's kind of a scenario like the Bible quote that says, professing godliness but denying the power thereof. And every single Christian I have ever known, including myself when I was Christian, would fall into that category. A Christian's life at the deeper soul level never gets transformed. And recently I made a musing where I made an exception, and I wondered, and I said, maybe there are incidences where the relationship with Jesus will transform a person. And I was using the example of one preacher that I was very impressed with. But even that, I think I would have the capability of triggering this person's ego if I really pressed hard enough. You see, ego is the play actor. Ego will take on many roles and disguise itself and play a really good hypocrite, a really good actor in a play, and be a perfect actor. But the problem is with the identification with ego. Even as a Christian, Christianity is an identity of ego, just wearing a different costume. And if you probe hard enough, you can trigger anyone's ego, if ego is truly still the one that's running the show, even if it's a religious show. And so, back to my thought. I lost faith in the non-transformative power of the theology, of the relationship with Jesus, because to this day, the Christians I know, they speak often critically or evil of other people. Really they're really no different than any other secular person or the atheist, because what we all have in common are trauma wounds. Our wounded ego is what we have in common, our wounded identity. And basically our entire life becomes a trauma response. Some use Christianity for their trauma response. But we all have our wounding in common. We just process it differently. But the atheist, as much as the Christian, speaks from their wounds, defensively, blaming, distrusting of others and often have negative things to say about their neighbors. So like I said, I've seen this in every single Christian I know, in my friends, in my own life. Where is the transformative power of Jesus? It is non-existent. It's an illusion of the mind. Even the visions and the voices that you hear is a creation of your own mind, your subconscious mind. So once I became aware of that, I had to take matters into my own hand. And first of all, by being true to these realizations that came to me, by accepting that, and how would I deal with my own subconscious, right? I started to do the shadow work. I started to unearth the shadows that were behind this unhealed behavior, that were the driver behind the gossip, behind the distrust, behind the evil slanders, speaking evil about other people, seeing evil in other people. Those are all projections of how we feel within ourselves, within our subconscious. As I was starting to unearth that, I came to understand why people are responding like that. And this is not to demean anyone. I just want to make you aware of the illusion. You're living an illusion. You're living a lie. You know, the Christian faith isn't transforming anything. It's just deceiving your own mind. And so there was nothing really true that I could anchor into because I saw no evidence of transformed egos anywhere. I just saw deceitful egos, illusions, play acting, facades, no authenticity. And that's basically where it was at. And then it was easy to let go of the lie and find my truth within myself, find my truth within my subconscious, because that's where the real story is told, right? So that's the reason. That's a pretty darn good reason, because no transformation and all the claims about Jesus changing a life aren't true. You had a shift, but you had a shift in your ego, and ego just started performing differently, putting on a different act, putting on a religious act. But I can trigger you and bring out your ego to blow your cover. I could do that because I know how it was in me. I had to go searching for all the nooks and crannies behind which my ego was hiding. So I know a good deal about ego and shadow work. So yeah, if you commence on the journey of doing your shadow work, that's the pathway toward authenticity, where you no longer want to live a lie, right? You want to live in truth. And the truth is not in Christianity. I'm sorry to disappoint you.